Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great Sunday. We've got a great episode for you guys today. A couple of my friends, my pals, playing in a one-shot that has to do with the Citadel of the Unseen Sun Fable. Okay? These two aren't regular members of the main campaign. They're coming in to play some one-off characters. Maybe. They might come back. Who knows? Story is anywhere. This is a written adventure or written one shot by myself, yours truly, and they are playing a couple of characters that are very important to Dazeric's backstory. So it's gonna possibly lead to something down the road, some shenanigans, some funniness outside of the realm of the fable itself. But nonetheless, if you're new around here and you haven't already done so, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Really supports the channel, really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And of course, if you like the video, drop a like and leave a comment down below on what you think of this particular adventure. What do you think of the monsters? What do you think of the creatures? What do you think of the actual event? Nonetheless, I hope you have a great day. Oh, by the way, one more thing. One of my players, Morin, had a bit of an issue with his audio for this one, so you might hear a bit of a whine or a bit of a pitch noise. Don't worry about it. It's just something wrong with his headset. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We start 3 young half-orcs living in a hidden village, southern Ostoya. The 3 boys are sent on a hunt, one of which, Boomer, very, very confident in his abilities, tracking down animals, bringing them home for food. You hear the howling of wolves in the distance, and then everything goes black. When you wake, you look around. You see someone, a figure, face down, and a couple of pieces of fabric in the dirt in front of you. On those pieces of fabric, you see the words Boomer and Chlorsh. You pick yourself up. You look around, you see each other. Something's different. You can't quite figure out exactly what's changed. You hear the howling of wolves in the distance, once again, triggering somewhat of a memory. You pick your friend up, and you set out towards where you think was your home. Boomer, based on your abilities, you know to navigate the forest and easily find landmarks which can guide you home. However, when you get there, you find that it's been absolutely destroyed. Everything burnt to the ground. Burnt corpses litter the streets. You turn and head north, where you know of a small town by the name of Lunsk. When you get there, you stop and ask someone, what's going on? What's happening? You seem to have lost time. They tell you, to their best guess, the day of the week, the year, at which point you piece it together. It's been 3 years. You don't remember anything in between when you left for your hunt and waking up today. You're older. You seem to have abilities and senses that you didn't have before. And while you stand on the street and you look, Chlorsh, the clouds move in the sky above. As the clouds part way, the moon peeks through the clouds. You gain a sense of unease and decide it's time to head inside. You head to Teethwater Tavern. Try and barter for a place to stay. Within, a litany of people. They all stare at you both. Give you blatant stares. Two half-orc individuals in tattered, stained clothing. You overhear murmurs. Look at them. Brings them here. Oh, they look like they've been through hell and back. Ugh. Gross. Keep it outside. At which point, the bartender turns to you and says, "How you doing? I'm gonna do a few lot tonight."
Well,
Things are bad. We need
place to stay.
place to rest.
Place to stay, eh? For two of ye, I mean, there's a stable down the road.
You're funny, you know that. I'm serious. Place to stay.
Yeah, and you both smell. At this point,
Place to bathe too.
At this point, Boomer, you would notice in the corner of your eye one particular person sitting in a corner booth hasn't taken his eyes off the two of you since you arrived.
About how far away is this individual?
You're kind of near the entrance. I don't really have a floor plan of this place, but let's say the building's about 40 feet long, and he's at the back in a corner.
I'm just gonna call out to him across the bar. What you want?
He kind of smiles towards you and gestures to the seats in front of him.
I'll look to Clorush and just sort of give like a head nod and head over in his direction.
I guess we'll go.
The bartender just nods at you and kind of scowls a little bit.
I give a slight growl towards the bartender. I'm kind of pissed off. He
drops the cup.
away.
It shatters on the floor.
Good.
As he should.
At this point, if the two of you have any physical descriptions that you would like to describe for your characters, I don't know if you guys have put much thought into that. I know I didn't really give you a whole lot to work with, but if you want to come up with a physical description, you're more than welcome to describe your characters currently.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll let you take the lead on that one, so I can think of
Sure.
something.
So Thumer is definitely a big half-orc, but he's not like massive muscles or anything. He's very wiry and thin, but still tall. He has several scars over the majority of his upper body, not so much on his legs, and has a necklace of hunting trophies around his neck.
Nice, I like it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Cool Rush, he's about, he's taller. He's heavy built. He wears nothing on his upper body. He has a wolf skin pelt wrapped around him, and that thing has never seen a bit of washing at all. There is stains all over it. That's where I say most of the smell is coming from, off of Cool Rush. And he is wearing shorts that have been completely torn apart. Looks like they've just been completely ripped. But he keeps himself pretty clean on the face. Got some nice coiffed hair pushing back, and his beard is nice and kept up. But other than that, that is the only thing that he seems to upkeep on his body.
Thumer does not even upkeep that. Looking pretty ragged and
Pretty
baggy
rough.
right now.
All right. As you approach The table. This gentleman in robes. I totally thought I had made an actor for this person. I didn't. So bear with me one moment while I throw something quickly together.
Sure.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. NPC.
This cloaked figure, is he cloaked over the head like we can't see his face at all?
Oh no, he's just wearing fancy robes.
Oh, fancy robes. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a nice cloak.
Cool.
I don't have a good picture for him, but it will do. Ba-boom! There you go. That is the gentleman. Very finely dressed. He, like I said, gestures for the chairs for you guys to take a seat. I assume you take your seat.
Oh yes.
Lovely. Returning his stare.
Yeah, when we're walking over, I'm just looking at him. On his robes, is there like any like special markings, or are they just basic robes? Basic stylish robes.
They're just very. He's a very well dressed individual. More or less. Hold on, let me give you a good description. He's an older gentleman, got a very, very well maintained white beard, wearing a very expensive outfit. At least for you to look at that, you have no sense of the value because yeah, basically, they're very opulent and very detailed manicured nails. Is that the word?
Yeah, manicured.
All right,
That's
cool.
a word that works. That's a thing you do with nails.
Very, very well manicured nails. They're very, like, almost filed to a point, even. That's about the extent of the description that I have prepared.
Okay, cool.
As you both sit, he looks back and forth between you. And the night sees sage. I can see you two have had quite the day. If only we could see the sun once more. Would make that joke a little bit better. Might I ask, what exactly brings you into this neck of the Ostoyan forest?
Why are you calling us over?
I mean, look around you. You're different.
I stared directly at him, not looking around the room at all.
Well, I mean, your passive is well enough to have clocked every person in this room as you walked through it. You know where every weapon is in this place. You know every person who could possibly be of a threat, etc., etc. But everyone in here is a human. That's the last very important thing that I will.
So we're really out of place.
Point to your attention. Yes.
Okay.
So that's kind of what he meant when he says, "Take a look around." Well, nonetheless, I guess I should get kind of to the point.
Yes.
I have a job that might be of interest to you.
You can get us a place to rest tonight. We can talk.
I can do well more than that, my boy. I can line your pockets with a sum of gold that is more than you've probably seen in a lifetime.
I'm listening.
Well, but maybe a day ago, give or take, I sent another of your kind and two others, a small doll figure and a human lady, on a trip to their demise. And, well, I need you to follow them. Quietly. And when they retrieve what I asked them to retrieve, I need you to ensure by any means necessary, that it finds its way back to me.
We can
What
do that.
is it?
I'm glad you asked. It is a circlet, some an item that you would put upon your head, which once upon a time served as a lich's phylactery. Of course, it's long since dormant, but it means a lot in terms of history, and it's an artifact. And to be quite honest, I'm a bit of a collector.
How much money are we talking?
I'm glad you asked. Some details, I'm sure, before we get into the price. The 3 that I have sent will surely die in the temple that I have sent them to. But when they've deactivated the defenses, you'll have no issues walking in the front door and taking what I'm looking for. What's on the table is 1,000 gold pieces tonight, along with a free night's stay. As he says this, the bartender just kind of coughs and says, "Excuse me? What?"
I just turn around and stare directly back at him again.
Interrupt.
And then the sage kind of laughs a little bit. Don't worry, you'll have a place to stay. And when you return with the circlet, I'll give you another 1,000 gold.
Seems like easy work.
Yes, quite, actually.
So why are you paying so much for such easy work? Why don't you do it?
I'm not quite up for the adventure, if you will. You two seem like you can navigate your way through the forest quite easily.
Something like that.
It's a 7-day journey from here, due east. Can't miss it once you see it.
Therma, what do you say?
Mhm.
And I'll give a nod.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I'll get you your night's stay and I'll have your money for you in the morning. Enjoy supper and a drink on me. And he taps the table a couple of times and just kind of ominously... It doesn't look like he's stepping. Like, it kind of looks like he's floating away. But he's not. He's walking, but it just... The way he's doing it makes it look like he's walking. I believe it's some kind of ballet technique anyway, but whatever. That's not the point. He goes up to the bar, has a short discussion with a very disgusted bartender. A few of the patrons gasp and basically ush their way out and just say, "There's no way we're staying here if they're here," and make their way out the door.
Brings a smile to Thumer's face as the bar slowly clears out.
I look back at Thumer and I just say, until we figure anything else out, this is a good way for us to make a bit of easy money, don't you think?
Mm. Quiet is nice too.
Yeah. Would be nice to have a place to ourselves.
Mm.
How many people are left in the tavern?
There's about 4 patrons left. One guy, 5 actually. The 5th guy is currently out cold, passed out on the bar table, or the bar counter. Don't mind the time. The time is 100% not accurate. It is very late in the day.
I mean, there's no sun in Ostoya, so
Correct.
can we really tell?
No one knows
You
the
wouldn't
time
know, you
anyways.
really wouldn't know, other than, you go to bed and wake up 8 or 9 hours later. And then that's the new day. All right.
Well, I'm going to look back at the bartender and shout out, "Well, you heard the man? A couple drinks?"
Thanks.
I just want to remind you both
Yeah.
that your characters have probably never had alcohol in their lives.
We're hella young. That's right.
But that doesn't stop him.
free.
He still brings it over to you and brings you a plate of a lot of meat. No vegetables, just a whole lot of meat because that's what he's assuming that you eat.
This guy has it 100% figured out.
Yeah, he's not messing around. He knows.
He brings over a small keg, like a mini barrel, kind of. Like if you were to compare it to something in real life, you know, like those Heineken kegs, like the tiny ones. Basically, it's a little wooden keg about that size. Kind of puts it on a little stand, gives you 2 mugs and a plate of meat. Grunts at you. I want you gone by morning. And turns around. His polite, chipper accent that he put on for you when you came in, it's no longer there. And it's very, very much not happy with the fact that the sage has dumped you on his fine establishment.
Thumar is gonna chuckle to Klorash and be like,
We leave when the sun rises.
See, like he said, would have been a funnier joke if we ever saw the sun.
and I'm gonna cheers him and I'm gonna drink.
All right.
And I'm drinking, and when I mean drinking, I am drinking a lot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. Wow. Oh, hold on a second. Zoomer has a higher con than. Okay. Okay.
I have wacky stats.
Yes, you do.
Wacky stats.
All right. And we will fast forward through your meal and drinking. Both of you can roll me a Constitution saving throw if you'd like.
Yeah.
Did you actually? Oh,
I haven't drank before.
that's fair. Actually, disadvantage is the right way to do that. Roll me another one.
Oh, do you want me to disadvantage? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Uno momento.
That's more like it.
That's more.
But you know, you're a little bit stockier, so it kind of doesn't affect you as much. But you're both still, you're still feeling it. However, Thumar, man, you pass out on that table within like 2 mugs. You're out.
I snore very loudly.
And as a result, eventually, as sleep takes you, you slip into a bit of a dream. Kularash, you're up for another little while longer, and you can kind of see Thumar's going through something while he's sleeping, until eventually sleep finds you as well. You both slip deeper and deeper into a dream. As your eyes open, you see yourselves covered in blood. You wake up at the table, and bodies everywhere. However, the blood doesn't seem to really belong to you. Then you start to see flashes. Almost like you're seeing through the eyes of something else. Grabbing onto a person, ripping them limb from limb. It's surreal. It's something you've never experienced before. Seeing through the eyes of different creatures that are just destroying this town. Then you start to see familiar things. People. Landmarks. You can't quite make out the details. If either of you would like to make a perception check to try and discern some of these details, you're more than welcome to.
Golly, I'd love to.
Hell yeah. Thumar, you kind of start to recognize some of the structures as home. Kularash, from your perspective, whatever you're witnessing is just blood and gore. It's covered up too much for you to even really notice anything about it. And this onslaught continues until what light was provided by the moon above disappears by the cover of cloud. And you both wake suddenly with a gasp of panic.
I shoot up and I immediately ready a hand axe and look around the room where I am in.
You're at the table where you just ate your meal last night. Kularash is out cold on the floor next to you. Until he suddenly shoots awake. And you
Brother?
just... Go ahead.
Thumer is sweating profusely and breathing quite heavily. And the axe slowly lowers.
Bartender...
I had that dream.
Yeah. I had a weird one too. Scary.
A lot of blood.
Never experienced anything like it.
Did you see home?
I just saw rage, blood, destruction. It was nothing like home for me.
I saw home burning. People were dying.
What is going on?
I don't know.
At this point, Zoomer, you notice out of the corner of your eye that the bartender is currently cowering behind the bar stand, peeking his head out around the corner. Now that you are both having a conversation, is it over?
What over?
You were both shouting in your sleep. It was kind of terrifying. Everyone left.
What'd we say?
Nothing in particular, just grunts and... you were, one point, swinging around your axe. That was probably the part that everyone ran from.
So is it just us here?
Yeah, everyone is gone.
What time of day is it? Do we roughly think? Like, do we think we've been sleeping for a short while or a long while?
You can definitely gather it's the next day.
It's the next day. Well, I've had worse sleeping surfaces, but that was not a good rest.
Well, next 7 days will be rough. We go east.
All right.
Yes, that's the plan.
All right. As I changed the music too soon. That's me.
I didn't hear the music change. It's okay.
Can you hear the music?
Yep.
I can. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I mean, everyone else heard the music change, so it's fine. Sorry to ruin that moment for you folks. I actually probably should have changed it during the dream sequence and then changed it back, but whatever.
No worries.
Live, learn, and laugh. That's how that goes, right?
Something like that.
As the bartender kind of stands back up, he comes over towards you guys with a rather large satchel, and puts it down on the table and says, "The sage was by this morning, and he told me to give this to you. So have a good day." And turns around and scurries away.
I just open the satchel, and inside, what do I see?
Inside, you find one thing that I forgot to import for myself. Give me 1 second. And I will just drop some stuff in your inventory in a moment.
Thank you.
And then you can tell everyone what you found.
While he sorts that out, DM,
Yes.
for my hunter's intuition,
Mhm.
does that trigger on any perception or survival check, or is there certain circumstances that can happen in?
Your intuition. I'm gonna say it's more so when you're hunting. So when you're in the forests is when
That's what I was thinking.
that's more so than like if you're just moving through a town. Now that being said, depending what you're looking for, if you're actively looking for something, that may be like if you're looking for someone who's following you, for example, that would be something that I would be like, that's probably something you could include that D4 on.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's, in my opinion, it's very much a depends on the situation. It's a very situational bonus in that regard.
Yep.
But when you guys are out in the wild, I would say it's always there.
Gotcha.
If that makes any sense.
Perfect sense.
Okay. So there's so there are 2 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. To be specific, there was a there's also 1 thing missing. But inside of the pouch or the satchel, there are 2 potions of healing, a smaller pouch with 1,000 gold pieces in it, if you took the time to count them out.
We absolutely did one by one.
Our intelligence is way too low for that.
All right,
We just put them in
Why
a
we go
weird
one by
pile.
one.
I'm just gonna advance time by an hour according to that sentence. Then, there's a map that vaguely indicates the direction you need to go. No one has ever been to this place and kind of mapped it out, so it's kind of just like a rough. This is a map of Ostoya. It's in this direction, kind of thing.
Fantastic.
That being said, you're about 2 days behind the last party that he sent, so it shouldn't be too hard to pick up their trail with someone specifically on your side to help you out with that. As well as a beautifully crafted hammer with an inscription on the side, as well as a sketch of the item that you're looking for. And if you would like, I can show you that. I think. Can I not show that? Oh no. Okay, I can't share it. What?
Rip.
1 second. How do I show this to you? Show players. There you go. That's technically not the way I'm supposed to share that, but
It is now.
that is there's nothing in it. It's just a sketch. That's the best way I can show you the image. Because for some reason the other one isn't working. Yeah, that's what's in there. You got a hammer, a map, 500 gold pieces each, and some potions of healing. I'm actually gonna. I assume you guys will split those up, because if that's the case, I'll put 1 in each of your inventories.
That would make the most sense.
And you guys can fight over the hammer. Just kidding. I know who's gonna take it.
The Thumer is not interested in the hammer.
Okay. You might be, but I don't know.
Nah, he's got his bow, he's got his axes, that's all he needs.
You said there's an inscription on the hammer?
Yep.
Can I read it? Do I understand it?
No. You do not know. It's just scribbles as far as you're concerned.
Can I?
Of
What's the intelligence on Thermer? Is it more than mine or less than?
Oh no, it's not in a way that you like. It's a language you don't
Oh,
understand.
language thing. Okay.
Yeah. It's a language you
I'm just
don't
gonna
know.
That's
okay,
why
I'm
I
gonna,
asked.
yeah, I'm gonna take the hammer and turn it on the inscription side and point it towards Thermer. Can you read this?
Can I read this?
Nope. It's just scribbles.
No.
It's just some scribbles.
Well, that's no use to us then. And I'll just put it away.
All right. And on that, the floor is yours. What do you guys want to do?
Probably head out of town, heading east. Try and pick up on a trail if there is one.
All right.
And Thumer's probably the best one for that, so I just follow along.
Sounds good. The music change. And we move to the next scene. This art, unfortunately, got a little bit weird when I imported it, so I apologize in advance, but nothing I can do about it. It also helped if I unpause the game. Time would have definitely moved by that point.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't. It's fine. So as you guys have set out on your journey, at this point, a couple of days have passed. From what you can tell, it's probably close to midday. Unfortunately, the sky is dark. The moon has been eclipsed for the last several days.
Probably about once a day, Boomer will pull out the sketch of the circlet he has
Mm-hmm.
and call upon one of his newfound abilities and cast Locate Object for a time.
Certainly. What's the range on Locate Object?
I believe it's a mile, but let me double check.
1,000 feet of you.
Yep.
No ping.
Which is expected.
Mm-hmm. You're fairly certain. I forgot to mention it, but the sage would have told you it's about a week's travel. So a couple of days, you'd know you're nowhere near it. But it's definitely a good idea. So several days have passed to this point. Shortly after leaving Lunsk, Thumer would have picked up the trail of 3 individuals, one light-footed, but leaving rather deep footprints, considering the size of the feet. Kind of interesting. It's almost as if they're wearing something heavier than they probably should be. Or carrying something heavier than they should be. As well as some larger footprints and some smaller footprints. Some in the middle. Medium size. Goldilocks, if you will. To the best of your knowledge or assumption, and you're fairly confident in this, that these are the people that you're supposed to be following. You've continued along this trail for the most part up until today, where it seems you've lost sight of the path that they took. Somewhere along the lines, either it rained or something all of a sudden began covering these tracks.
And with a frustrated kind of growl, this would probably be the point in the day that the sketch comes out.
Mm-hmm. So you can mark that on your sheet.
Yep. I will throw it in the chat as well.
All right. No ping at this moment in time. As you
Right.
fold up the sketch and poke it away, you move quietly through the forest, listening for every creak and groan of the trees throughout, looking for the first sign of something moving. Something doesn't feel right. You just got hairs in the back of your neck kind of stand up. And you notice when you're out hunting alone, sometimes when you get the feeling that the hunter is being hunted.
When the hairs start, Thumer's feet will stop, and silently he will draw the bow from his back, ready an arrow, and then start scanning.
Okay.
So a slow 360.
Perception check.
I'm assuming,
Coolrush. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming I get my D4.
You certainly do.
And Coolrush, seeing this, is just gonna take out his great axe and just. You see something?
No. But something is here.
Well, I don't know if I see anything, actually.
Get into that.
Ah.
No, that's the name of the song that's currently playing.
Hitting one.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are currently making your way down a trail through the woods. And you don't see anything of danger. However, you do see the flickering of light. Maybe 100 feet out in front of you. I'm curious how much of this you guys are actually going to be able to see. I'm hoping not everything, because that would suck. We're going to transition to. You zoom out for me.
Yep.
This is what we see.
Can see. Whoop.
This is now what we see.
Yep, sorry.
Can see to about there.
As soon as I looked over at what I was seeing, I was like, "Oh no, you can see too much."
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah. So you see the flickering of light, maybe about 100 feet in front of you guys. And at this point, I'm just going to get you both to roll initiative. That was almost a 1 on my screen.
It was close for me as well.
All right. Good. That's good. So we're gonna move in initiative order. I'm not gonna do anything like a combat or anything, but I just want to keep things kind of in turn.
Yep.
And what do you guys do from here?
Range lights.
Yeah. I see him.
Actually,
Well,
you can roll me a perception check and tell me if you see him.
oh, yeah. You're right. Let's see if I see him.
I'm gonna say you most definitely do not. Don't. You.
What lights?
Yeah.
Open your eyes, they're there.
They're open. I don't see anything.
All right.
With the sound of, with knowing, well, not knowing, but being told that there is lights up above, I'm just gonna hold my great axe, and I guess I am first in initiative, assuming. I'm gonna slowly start moving myself up.
I will say, if you move more than 30 feet in a round, you're definitely not moving stealthily. And I'll get you to roll me a stealth check as well.
Yeah.
So just as a heads up.
Yeah. I'm only gonna do 15, so I'm gonna go behind this bush here,
Yeah.
or this tree.
Still gonna get you to make me a stealth check.
Yeah, I can do that for you. No problem.
Ooh. Big man's hitting all the twigs.
You do seem to be crunching on a few smaller sticks, but nothing seems to have been made aware, as far as you know. All right, Zoomer.
I am also going to take my 15. No more than that. I'm assuming you'd like a stealth check as well.
Certainly.
Holy moly!
Much quieter. Stepping over all of the twigs that your friend has broken before you, realizing how much noise they're making, and as you step slightly closer, you can still you're making out a bit of a brighter light. It almost looks like someone has placed a lantern on something. That's at least your best guess. That's what you're looking at.
Can I see anything yet?
You cannot.
Okay.
Now, you guys can both make out shapes and things in the darkness in terms of, like, you know, you're not completely blind to the dark. You both have dark vision. It's just at the extent of your range, things get a little bit fuzzy, so you can't really see much past that. Just that's why you have such a wide circle of vision there. Keep going.
What do you say, Thermer? Keep going ahead.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make another 15 feet of movement up to here. Shall I roll stealth?
No, I'm gonna stick with your.
Stick there.
I'm gonna stick with your current one for the time being.
Yep.
Actually, you're only going 15 feet, so I'll let you re-roll.
Okay.
If you went more than 15 feet, I would make you keep. Jesus.
Doesn't really matter.
That's better. That is better.
It is
It is slightly better, eh?
slightly.
Yeah.
You
So,
you're crunching on sticks as you go, and you look down. You're like, oh, I shouldn't step on that twig, and then you step over the last one. You don't step on that one.
and that's my 15. I have to get my headphone charger over here.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna go a little bit more than 15 to keep pace,
Mm-hmm.
especially as the twigs keep on snapping. Would you like another from me?
Your 18 is sufficient. You know what you're doing.
I
Cool.
figured as much.
Ilara's just kind of not so. He was never one that was really good at the hunting. He was the one who more so scared the animals away and then proceeded to just catch them because he was faster, and then proceed to slaughter and maim.
And that might be what we're about to do here. Do I have a better look at the shapes and the light?
You're just getting a better image at the moment. You don't see any shapes. You just see a lantern, like perched on something.
And has Cool Rush seen anything at all yet?
You're finally seeing the flicker of the light.
Okay.
It's in
More
that
wrong.
direction.
Continue moving, I guess, towards it. All right, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna do 25 now.
That's ominous. Privately rolled some dice.
Yeah, just question mark dice. Nothing to it.
Well, I don't know if you've looked at the combat tracker, Mr. Drez, but there's some things in there.
I have not. I don't even
would
have it up.
recommend it.
Is it this button? I don't know what button it is.
It's the second button. It's the fifth.
All right. So, yep. Keep going.
Oh, I mean, yeah. All right. 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, you've now told me that I can see the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything around the lantern? Anything hidden in the shadows that my dark vision can slightly peek
Give
out?
me another perception.
Yep.
You roll good enough, I'll tell you what you might see on the edge of your vision, but you don't.
Like, honestly.
There's a couple of shadows, like on this side, just outside of the range of the light.
Okay.
Something's moving.
All right. Start with that 15. We'll go 20 for this. But I want to start keeping my distance from Kulrash.
Okay, I'm gonna. So it's Cool Rush's knowledge that there's stuff moving, but he has no idea.
Yeah, you can't quite pick it out, but there you definitely see something.
Okay,
But
and
you-
moving on what side? This side?
the
or
right. It's over.
The right
It's
side?
over on
Okay.
your right.
So I'm gonna move up 20 feet to here, if that's okay.
Sure.
Oh.
Roll me another stealth check, please. Okay.
And I can see these bad boys.
Uh,
Cool Rush can.
you can. Definitely.
Mystery faces on the D20 are really cool.
Yeah, I really like that a lot.
Mm.
Oh man, Jesus Christ! What was your
Are we all
perception?
rolling really bad tonight?
What's your perception check
perception?
again? That was a 7, right? That was what you rolled.
My perception?
yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, you actually you don't see anything except the corpse of a
Don't see
large bear.
And like, can I pick out details on it? Like, does it look like it's been like ripped apart? Is it like been
It
calmly?
looks, based on your experience watching Boomer hunt and gather, it looks very much like it's being processed, like it was just a fresh kill.
Okay.
Like they're in the process of skinning it and probably trying to quarter it.
I'm gonna look back at Thumer and just say, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't shout actually, because he's pretty far away from me." Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything because, yeah.
Okay. My turn next.
Your turn next.
Okay. Another 20 feet.
Okay.
And now, since Thumer is a bit closer to me, I'm just gonna point in the general direction that I see this corpse.
I can definitely see that clearly. Can I do another perception check?
You don't.
Just to see if I
You
see
don't
anything.
need to, my friend. As you see, kind of hiding behind the bear, it's just a small goblinoid figure.
I assume I know what goblins are.
Yep, you definitely do. You've seen a few. You also have insight that in Ostoya, they're not typically hostile until hostility is taken against them. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
However, he is currently, short sword in hand because he's not sure what's, there's noises in the woods. So they don't know what's going on.
I'll say to Kuldrash,
Looks like goblins made a kill. They shouldn't bother us if we don't bother them. But be ready.
I'll be prepared. I always am.
I did 15. I'm gonna do another 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have my bow out, but I would like to not go stealthily from this point on.
At that point, you hear the creaking of the tree directly to your right.
Don't try anything you wouldn't finish.
I say in Goblin.
Oh. Speak our language. Okay. As a bugbear hops down out of the tree. Heard some rustling in the woods. We weren't sure. We're just finishing up. We just caught this bear over here, and don't mind us. We'll leave you be.
Not bad. Fine.
And I'll motion to Kulrash to sort of just come with.
Just 1 second before you do that. At that moment, you hear the snapping of a few twigs in the woods behind you, or to your left and to your right, past the goblins.
How does the goblin react to it?
Panic. As he whips around and says, "Are there more of ye?"
No.
Bow's back up, going towards the left.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oof. Then you hear it as the howling of wolves surround you. We're already in initiative.
We are.
Oh boy.
It's enough slices.
Oh boy.
Oh, those are some dice.
Oh boy.
That had some things on them that we don't know about.
You certainly didn't. Let's get them in there too. Okay. As the howls of wolves happen around you, a very large wolf comes leaping towards you all. And straight into little goblin friend. And you witness it as it it just picks it up in its mouth. This giant wolf just lumbers through the woods, cracking branches and trees. Grabs this goblin by the waist and just starts shredding it into pieces.
Can I be greedy and spend a reaction to fire a shot in that direction?
You certainly can.
Okay. I don't have a token to target, so I'm just going to roll
hold
it
up.
in my inventory.
Hold up. There you go.
Oh, well, there it is.
None of them rolled exceptionally well in their stealth.
I whacked him.
You whacked them all right. All right.
I'm just gonna
All right.
scream to Thermer.
Go ahead.
Is it the goblins?
Wolves.
All right, and begin combat. technically that was his turn. I just forgot to start the combat. A wolf comes barreling out of the woods. Nope, not to you. Towards the bugbear in front of you. And lunges down for a bite. Hits him pretty good. All right. Dolores, you're up.
Let's see. It's a little dark here. Give me a sec. Trying to see the squares. Okay. I can totally make it to him. I am going to... Let's see. Move stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna run up to this wolf here. And I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe. And I'm gonna reckless attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know you should rage first if you haven't already. One time I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that one time and one time only.
Okay, you would. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna rage then. Do I press the die on this? Does it matter?
Yes, that'll activate the rage. So you,
Okay.
yeah.
So running over there, Kurash body gets really heated, very, very heated, and he already has very strong defining bottom teeth, but for some reason his teeth are getting bigger and bigger, and the top ones are starting to poke out a bit more, and it's something that he hasn't seen before, but he's just engulfed in anger and hatred, and he's gonna go in for that great axe swing with I lost my sheet already, with reckless attack. So swingeth.
It sounds like.
Oh, I do advantage on this, right?
Yes, if you are recklessly attacking, yes.
Okay.
There you go. That's a big thwack.
Wicked stuff. And
you just mortally wounded this wolf as your great axe just sticks into it about halfway through and probably touches its spine. Maybe it goes through the spine in some cases.
And DM, just to ask, because I've never played this. Reaction, not reaction, bonus action. Can I bite?
So your rage is your bonus action.
Raises my bone. Okay, gotcha.
But at level 5, you do have a second attack.
Oh yes, that's right. Is that second attack with my great axe?
It is, if you so choose it to be.
Yes.
My goodness.
You should have the bite as well. I'm gonna give to you right now.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Are you able to use that on the round you rage or no?
That I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to look into. I would just attack with your axe right now. I'm gonna just tell you this thing has 1 hit point, so it doesn't matter what you do.
Fantastic. I'm going to swing with my axe and try to completely behead this man.
Okay.
Or this wolf.
You have advantage.
Oh, I was supposed to hit with advantage, but either way.
Yeah, roll for the 20. You never know.
Don't do that. Don't waste it on the dead thing.
And I have 10 feet of movement left, so I'm going to start up here and just get in front of my buddy, and that's it for me. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to spin around to this side of Kulrash, literally spin off of his side. Gonna do a little fancy schmancy hunter's mark.
Nice. That doesn't quite work the way it does for our other game, because I don't have the same things set up as our other DM. So just target and use hunter's mark to do the damage when you do it.
Okay.
I apologize. I'll undo that.
No problem. Is that on each attack or just the first attack, by the way?
I think it's each attack until the spell ends. So every time you hit, roll that dice along with it.
Gotcha.
Nice shot.
So that'll be an extra 2 damage on that shot. I'm going to shoot again.
Okay.
Okay. And then Hunter's Mark.
Oh, big hit.
Nice. And then I'm going to spin around back again.
Very
That'll be my
nice.
turn.
Hide behind your big friend. Makes sense.
And then I believe I need to concentrate on Hunter's Mark.
You do, yes.
So I'm going to find that connection.
If you just right click your token, there should be a condition effect. It's already got you set to concentrating, so you're good. Unless you just set it to yourself.
I may have just said it to myself. I couldn't tell if it was there or not before.
I'm still very rookie when it comes to Foundry, so a lot of the fancy stuff that our other DM has is not quite as well done, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I'm still learning. All right. The Bugbear Chief, after just watching this wolf get cleaved in two, is immediately just gonna run over to his companion and check up on him and make sure he's okay. And
One with the wolf thrashed in his mouth.
yes.
No, buddy.
And
Okay.
he then screams, it like a blood curdling scream, and shoves a javelin straight into the jaw of the big bad wolf. It hits, piercing it straight through his skull.
Nice.
As the giant wolf falls to the ground, that scream, that blood-curdling scream, I didn't move him far enough. You hear it again, and it's just continuously just stabbing this thing in the head. Almost as if it killed someone very close to him.
Goblin is near and dear to us all.
Mr. Gorbin is now dead. Unfortunately.
R.I.P.
I skipped over someone. As this wolf comes running through the forest, breaks into vision. Oops. And goes for an attack. Goes for a bite. And misses as the bugbear, the chief, just kind of turns with his javelin and shoves it into the jaws of the wolf that's trying to bite into him. And the next one comes out of nowhere. Almost as if it's been lurking in the woods, but now it has something very beneficial to it.
Oh no.
Pack tactics! Robots in disguise.
Bugbear's gonna die.
Yes. Yes, he is. It didn't let me roll at advantage, but that's okay. I'll just roll again. And it was worse. So it's okay. All right. And then we move on to the next one. Oh, you could see him all along. All right. Oops. He runs up, tries to take a chomp. Drastically misses.
He gets a kick in the snout as he approaches.
Oh, how dare you. The next one sprints forward. What movement do these motherfuckers have, man? Or is 80 feet? Yep. They can't attack you, but a wolf comes charging towards Ilrush. And then lastly, one more sprinting up, comes down here, goes to bite into the other bugbear. Also missing. Once again, proving that when I want to try and do something epic, I miss all the time. As we move on to the lieutenant sees this wolf coming, blocked the bite, and now proceeds to pierce down through its skull with his short sword and misses. So it's okay. He just slams down with his long sword and just completely misses altogether. And lastly, another wolf sprints down towards the two of you. Actually, no, it wouldn't do that. It would sprint over here. Apologies. You all now ganged up on him. We've got the pack tactics once again. And misses. I'm rolling at advantage, and I can't roll higher than a 9.
It's incredible.
Something,
it up.
something, history doomed to repeat itself.
Oh, it absolutely is. That's dead. That one's dead. For some reason, they're not setting to the correct death. I apologize for that. Just making sure everything that's dead is supposed to be dead. Or supposed to be dead is dead, I should say. Cooler Ash, you're up.
Well, seeing this wolf come up and...
Hold up. That one is there too.
Oh my god. Okay. Now seeing two of these wolves.
My bad.
In front of us.
My bad.
No, you're good. Cooler Ash is going to take a swing at this one, and it seems that he's very protective over Thermer, even though there's a guy right next to him and about to go at him. He seems very protective over Thermer, so I'm going to go with my great ass,
Great ass?
my great ass, bro, and swing right at him.
That's why your stealth rolls were so garbage.
And bringing around all that junk in the trunk.
Clapping through the woods.
I'm not gonna do relentless on this one. I have high hopes.
Oh, that's that. Thanks for the reminder. I should have been attacking you with advantage.
Have you attacked me yet? You haven't attacked me yet.
This one did attack you.
This one, yeah, okay, cool.
But
I
missed.
Perfect. Huh. That puts me in an awkward situation.
Doesn't it?
I'm gonna try to swing at him again. Because I can do that.
You can do that.
Let's try again.
Nice.
That's a big one.
Better.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You just cleave that thing straight in two, man.
You also have a bonus attack, action attack.
Yeah, this time around.
So I can bite into this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I don't have the bite. Can you give me the bite?
It should be in your inventory. Oh, it's set to an action. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on 1 second.
No, you're good. Yeah.
That should be one bonus action. And it also should just be flat. Yeah. You're good. I don't think the numbers are right on that, but I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care enough.
Alright.
I bet it's not going to do the thing it does at half health properly either.
Probably not.
I should see it here, correct?
It should be in your inventory.
Inventory. Oh, bite. Here we go. We're rocking it. All right. And I'm just going to look at this wolf here and just growl back at him. And it's very similar growl to what the wolves have been doing. And I'm just going to try to bite right into his neck.
Nice.
Hey, nice. And that's it for my turn.
Very nice.
Doomer?
Repaying in kind. Retreat a little up this way. Switch Hunter's Mark over to the one in front of Kulrush.
Yep.
And then Pew Pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Nice,
Okay.
big hit.
Hunter's Mark.
Max damage on the hunters.
Oh.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, cannot switch Hunter's Mark over again, but I do have another shot.
All right. Big hits.
Incredible hits.
Thank you. That is my turn.
All right, and now the chief, a little bit overwhelmed, getting surrounded on both sides, drops the javelin and pulls out a morning star and just wallops this wolf up the side of the head, or attempts to, and rolls max damage on both of his attack dice. Just
What we like to see.
decapitating, like baseball swing morning star straight into the skull, and it just explodes. And that's all. Removing this wolf's pack tactics though.
No advantage for you.
And proceeds to then miss as he swings around, blocks the bite again with the handle of his weapon. Wolf number 17 does get the pack tactics. And I think rolls enough to hit. Strength saving throw. I think is a failure. Do the reading on that. No. Meets a beat, actually, so he is not knocked prone.
Meets a pizza, eats a pizza.
Meets a pizza, eats a pizza. Yeah, takes a little bit of a bite to the forearm there. And now it's his turn. And he just comes swinging right back with that sword. Trying again. And cuts into the bear to his right. And then panics. Oh shit, I ruined the meat, boss! And then gets pack tactics to did. That one's a hit. That one's a hit. That one's big damage. Save. Fails this time and is knocked prone.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Brown bear is dead. He doesn't get a turn. He's dead before the combat started. Koolresh, you're up.
My Thorn. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I can totally run up to this guy.
Certainly can.
Seeing the damage that this Gabo did to this guy, I'm going to run up with my great axe, give her a swing, and see what.
Oh, he didn't hit this wolf. The thing that damaged this wolf is an arrow that you currently see sticking out the back of its head.
Oh my god, the shot! I forgot about it. I'm gonna make this one reckless. Get my advantage on it.
Sure thing.
Thing you did.
Good thing you did.
Good thing I did.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, no, you rolled the 7 first, actually, so you would have been fine, but
And
nonetheless, you just cleave this thing in half. It's trying to pull on the hobgoblin's or the bugbear's arm, but you just like chop its head off, so now it's just a head attached to his arm.
with my little bit extra movement left, I'm gonna get next to this one. And can I bonus attack on a different creature?
Yes.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna swing at the great axe again. And do I get advantage on my bonus?
If you reckless, yep.
If
Yeah,
I
when you
reckless,
declare reckless, it's all the attacks on your turn.
all the attacks on that turn. Fantastic.
Not reaction attacks, unfortunately, but
Cool.
all the ones you'll make.
Fantastic. And is there anything else that I can do here?
Did you bite it?
I have not bitten it. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it off. I'm gonna try to go in for that. Go for the neck again on this wolf. Okay. Perfect.
Very much
Done
so.
did it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
This is going really well. Lovely.
Right back to where we were.
Lovely.
Thumer, you're up.
I'm gonna run down here. I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on him, and then I'm gonna kill him.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
I was really hoping that you'd miss that shot, but you didn't.
Nope. I might miss this one though, but I kind of doubt it.
Nice shots, man.
Great shot.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
letting loose a double volley of arrows, and both of them pierce straight through the eyeballs of the wolf that's leaping towards your bugbear chieftain, who looks around at this point as we come out of combat. Wait a minute. No, is there one left?
Is there?
There should not be.
Oh no, he's dead. It just didn't identify on my thing. All right,
I mean,
as
do the proper dead.
we come out of combat and we move to more Eric, maybe? Is the playlist we want to go with?
Maybe.
No. There we go. Much better. As the chief comes up to both of you and just says, "Oh, we'd have been done for if you two didn't show up.
Yeah.
Thank you."
Hmm.
Gork didn't make it, but it's unfortunate. His partner was expecting.
Cool Rush not understanding any of this. As
Oh,
his heavy breathing.
They're speaking
Sorry, go ahead. Are they
a
speaking?
broken common at this point.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna reach my hand down and offer assistance getting up with this guy here.
Sure. He grabs your wrist and just kind of hoists himself back up. Oh my god, we were hunting this bear. Been hunting it, following it for a better part of today. Finally killed it. You two come along and all of these creatures come along. Well, I guess we get more food to bring home.
Big one's ours, though.
Goog. Grab the bear. You two help me with this wolf. You can come back to camp with us. We'll give you a place to stay.
Wonderful. I'm going to collect the arrows that I spent.
Sure. Is it
But it
half?
is an odd number. Usually it's half. But I got the tiebreaker one as well, so that'll be 4 arrows.
Okay.
Back to 17.
Nice. All right. At this point, 4 of you work together to quarter up the bear to more manageable carry size pieces. You quarter up and skin the dire wolf. This takes you a couple hours.
It was like midday when we started, so
Yeah, it's probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock at this point. By the time everything kind of has boiled down. And you all quarter up the creatures, you gather your arrows, you collect yourselves for a little while. Should you have taken any damage here? I don't think either of you got hit. I was gonna say you could take a short rest here. These guys are. So they're
probably
gonna.
while they take their short rest is while we do the work on the extra bodies we were not expecting.
Sure. Sounds good to me. He's gonna do that. He's gonna do that. He gets this many. He gets this many. All right. So the chief, once everyone is done, they've had their moment to rest, collect themselves. They scoop up as much of the bear and the dire wolf as possible. Ask and encourage you guys to help if at all possible. And let me just fix your guys' things so you're not concentrating on something and you're not raging anymore. Yeah, so you collect as much as you can, and they lead you further down a path through the woods towards their camp. All right.
You do not own any tokens with vision in this scene.
Nor do I.
You do not yet. You are about to.
Just making sure if you knew or not.
Oh, I knew.
Thank you. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
As you approach, the chief in front of you, and oh, actually, 1 second. Uno momento. 360. Don't mind those numbers. You didn't hear anything.
I gotta stop going immediately to the combat tracker.
Oh, is it there? It's definitely there.
May have been there.
I forgot to hide it.
That's okay.
Well,
Little peek behind the curtain never hurt anyone.
yeah. Just a little bit. Okay. As you are escorted back, when you round a small cliff facing, and it seems to be a small clearing that this small goblin tribe is hollowed out for themselves, you're met with the stench of death, the flickering fire in the distance, and occasionally a large shadow that moves, as well as the sounds of screams echoing through the forest. And you get a little bit closer. You see the panic in the bugbear chief's reaction, and his demeanor changes as he drops all of the meat and screams, "They're all dead! What? We've only been gone a day." And Magog immediately charges forward and picks and scoops up the body of a goblin. And so does the chief. He runs up next to him and just, in a sheer state of panic. Do you both follow?
Did they say that in common?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow.
He's only gonna get to about here at the edge of the cliff, and he's gonna have his bow out, peeking out in stealth.
Okay.
I'm holding my great axe, and again, I'm just gonna stand in front of Thermer as I'm
Just so
really
you have it.
protective.
Okay. You didn't need a stealth check there.
Yeah. Just
Um.
wanted you to have it.
No, that's totally understandable. So as you all move closer, and especially as the two bugbears move in, the shadow that you saw move beyond the fire shifts out of sight. However, the closer you get, the absolute stench is almost unbearable. And then you feel an overwhelming sense of dread. As you approach, you look around, an entire goblin tribe, bugbears, children, adults, elders, all but that hunting party that went out earlier that day, dead. Until you hear
Including
that,
the expecting mother goblin.
and you could assume.
Yikes.
And then you hear that scream again. Except this time, it's right above you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
As you are faced with this.
Oh, that's incredible.
The rotting corpse
Oh.
of what you could only imagine was once a bugbear. Peeling away at the chest, bones exposed, adorned with the skull of some antlered creature. It screams at you with its glowing red eyes and fangs blaring down at you. And I need you both to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Oh, wait, I'm laughing.
I'm gonna tell you, you have an inspiration token. You want to use it.
I would vote use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'll use my inspiration token.
Yeah.
Do we have one collectively or one each?
One each. Oh my god, did you actually?
Spicy.
Okay. Okay, this isn't good.
Dude, I have a +5 to my Constitution saving throws.
This doesn't help you when you roll like shit.
Oh my god.
It's 5 + 5 is 10.
You hear the chittering of its jaw as it mimics the sounds of the screaming dead once again and disappears out of sight.
Do I have, like, are we in an initiative? Do I have a response I can have for that?
Unfortunately, that is one of its abilities, so you do not have a response, but we are about to roll initiative.
Okay.
Roger, roger.
Just one sec.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're already in the tracker, so it's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
I just I wasn't ready. I didn't know if I had the combat perfectly set up yet. Oh, two of them rolled very well. Now, where did you go? Right ahead of them. Of course. You hear the echo of the scream once again. Almost appearing out of nowhere. It is now in between your two friends. We begin the combat.
Real quick, before things kick off.
Yep.
If I use my free action to take out a weapon, is it my bonus or my full action to take out another?
Typically it's your full action. I'm not going to punish you here because I know how bad this is. So
No, how bad
you're good. Specifically, well, yeah, it wasn't, but now it is. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah. This thing just slashes into the bugbear. Doing a significant amount of damage. And ends its turn. The chief, witnessing this thing almost materialize, is a little taken aback. Doesn't quite know what to do, so he scrambles backwards towards you both and the rocks. Taking.
Did he do his disengage? He gets his Gerblin?
He didn't. He should have. He actually doesn't get that because he is not a goblin.
Darn. I thought bugbears had that too.
They do not. At least this particular bugbear does not. But thankfully, he has advantage against what is actually about to happen to him right now. So, and he rolled a nat 20, so we're great.
Hey, look at that.
So he is not running in fear and leaving you both to your death, but more so will stay and help. This guy, on the other hand, is absolutely shittered because he just, like, the claws, the spindly claws of this creature just dug straight into his chest. He is going to take his action and disengage and just run as far away as you can, which is 25 feet or 30 feet, actually. 30 feet. All right. Because he is really fucked up.
Man, he ain't looking
Calorish.
too healthy.
You're up.
Alrighty. So,
Oh, right. About that. You are overwhelmed with a sense of frenzy. And you immediately turn to your right, swinging your axe at your best friend.
Oakley Dokley, I shall swing my axe at my best friend.
Totally not reckless, right?
Nope. Just
Yeah, do I make that decision or do you? It's just regular normal.
It's
hit,
just
isn't
right. It's just a regular swing. You just immediately just swing to your right. Oh my god, you would crit that.
I don't like that. Can I use my I know it just happened. Can I use my inspiration to give him disadvantage?
You certainly can.
Do that. Yes. Roll again.
One more time. Okay.
Hold on. Let me undo that first damage. There
Thank
go.
you.
There you go. That's a little bit.
Sorry to take a crit away, but
no, I'm okay with that simply on the fact that I shouldn't be okay with that. I should have just let that fly. But Jesus Christ, the one time he crits, it's you. Like, god damn it. Why couldn't you have succeeded that saving throw, man? Like,
And I roll a 11 and a 9. Holy shit.
yeah.
On my 2d12s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good thing you weren't
Yeah, we-
raging.
yeah.
I was literally about to say, right before you stopped me, that I was about to rage.
Yeah, about that. Roll me another Constitution saving throw. Actually, sorry, no, this time you're affected. It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Oh.
Which is even worse. Hey!
Let's go!
As the axe sinks into your friend, you realize what you just did, and you immediately shake yourself out of whatever trance you were previously under. You hear the snarl of the creature as it shoots its eyes towards you, and they just blink red once again. And you have the rest of your turn.
I'm gonna look at the mirror and say, that was not me. And does that use my main action?
That uses your entire turn. So I meant you just had like
my
some
entire
time.
turn.
Yeah. So you made that save at the end of your turn. So you're now out of it. I guess gave you some time to communicate. Thermer, you're up.
Well,
Thumer. Thumer, not Thermer. I know the names of my
I'll
characters.
kill you.
And I'm
it
gonna
wasn't me.
fire out my hand first, call upon those little tricks. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire
Ooh.
right here.
Ooh. What's the save on that? Nah, I don't even need to ask. Never mind.
Does he succeed or fail?
Damn.
Damn it! With a 25, he succeeds.
Yeah, there you go.
Big yikes. Okay. Didn't think that through super well, because that's my action gone.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit of information here as well, because this is a beast.
It is a beast.
It is a beast.
Okay.
You've only ever heard rumors. Not rumors. Stories. Stories to warn the elders in your tribe would have warned you with in the penalties of what happens if you eat another humanoid creature. You eat your friends. You become cannibalistic and you eat someone that you, like an actual person.
Yeah.
For lack of a better way to describe it. I'm fummaging the words there a little bit, but this is a story that was told many times. This is the people who did turn on their fellow person over time would be cursed and mutate into a foul creature. Your skin would rot away, and you begin adorning yourself with trophies of things that you've killed, eaten, skulls, bones, different animals, whatever. At this point, you've become so enthralled in eating flesh, you begin to eat yourself. And that's why, as you can see, it is mostly rotting away.
Mm-hmm. That, while being incredibly disgusting rather, do I recall any particular weaknesses of such creatures?
In particular, just beating the ever-loving hell out of it is the only thing that you've ever known. Silvered weapons typically are its weakness.
And it's too bad we got paid in gold.
Yeah. But typically the main thing that you would know is stay well away from its bite.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna take a page out of the lieutenant's book and go 30 feet over here.
All right. It turns its attention to the chief. It kind of hunches down on all fours and begins kind of weirdly crab walking towards the chief. Slowly, just step by step. And then lunges forward with a bite.
And that's the one we were supposed to stay away from.
Uh-huh.
And it looks
As
like
it
he hit.
chomps down over the shoulder and just begins just thrashing the chief around, and then lets him go as he falls prone to the ground. Not unconscious, but prone. And then it snarls, turns its attention towards Flourish. And it is now the chief uses his movement to stand up. And he screams at you both, "Get the fuck out of here!" And goes for a swing. And as he does so, just completely misses. Just swings right over its head, cracks off a part of its antler, and it turns back at him and hisses in a demonic, just disgusting manner, with the slight hint of the screams of what you would imagine are its past victims. We move on to the lieutenant. As the lieutenant stumbles over here, kind of shakes himself out of the fear that he just had, takes a couple of steps forward, and tosses a javelin into the creature. Or attempts to, and it just clatters to the ground just behind it. And Flourish, just before it's your turn, you hear behind you another scream. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna look back at Thumer and... Are we running or fighting?
Boomer doesn't have an immediate response for you, but he's got an arrow knocked and ready to fire.
You know, and that's enough for Cool Rush. Just look back and see you drawn up. I'm going to rage.
Thank you.
And again,
Make sure you use the rage. Yep, there you go.
and as
Thanks.
my body starts to radiate heat, you can visually see it. My teeth are getting sharper and longer. I'm going to run up and relentlessly great axe this disgusting creature that I see, and even the smell coming off of him is
It's putrid.
like enough to make me sick, and that's saying something.
This probably smells like a century's worth of death.
Yeah, so it's disgusting, but I'm gonna go swing ahead with the great axe with advantage.
Crit this motherfucker or not.
Okay.
Do it again. Run it
My
back.
bonus action, I'm gonna relentlessly advantage this one.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Big damage.
There we go. And with my sharp teeth that are about to dig right into him, I'm just gonna
God.
go and
You're gonna bite
try
this
to go
thing?
for these. I'm gonna try to go for these legs. Hell yeah.
All right.
And I don't get advantage.
You miss.
Great. Do you still have to do your saving throw? Even though I miss.
No, because you missed.
Fantastic. Ta-da!
You should have still technically gotten your advantage though. So if you want to roll me another d20,
I thought I don't get advantage on
No, you do.
you
the
do.
bonus
Any,
reaction.
any and
All
all
of your
attacks that you do on your turn.
It's only
Okay,
if you
bring-
make an attack of opportunity, you won't get it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just roll a basic d20, or do you want to bring it
Yeah,
back to my turn?
just
so I
roll
can
a
fight?
d20. I know what to add.
Roger.
Plus 8, I think is gonna hit. Yes.
God, I hope that hits.
Yep.
I
So
hope
just-
the 22 hits.
So on that last one you roll, just click the damage button.
Yep. Damage fast.
Alright, so that's 9 damage that you do to it, and I need to make a strength save.
saving throw.
Bruh. I'm just gonna tell you right now. His save, even if he rolled a 1, he's gonna succeed. So I'm
Is it
not
plus 10? Or more than plus 10?
more.
Or
Holy moly. Okay, so. Yeah, you know what? He could roll at 0. Who knows?
no. It's not how 20-sided dice work.
All right.
Thank you for letting me go back to that.
Oh, you're good. All right, Thumer, you're up.
I'm greedy for information. What do I think necrotic damage is going to do to this son of a bitch?
You don't really have experience fighting one. You just know from the stories that people who have fought them rarely survive, and if they do, they've beaten it down with magic and force. You can certainly try, but you don't know.
I like the idea of this instead, I think. So we'll do bonus action, cast a spell, Zephyr Strike.
Ooh.
Ooh. I've never seen this.
So that'll be the extra damage it does if this hits. But Kathwack at advantage as wind gathers around my bow. And it misses.
Unfortunate.
Very
I do
unfortunate.
want to let you know as well, you have an innate cast of locate objects, so you should have another 2nd level spell.
I was not aware. But thank you for letting me know that.
Yep. So realistically,
and-
you can daily locate object without cost.
Fantastic. I will
So-
give that slot back to myself.
I'm glad I
after
checked your-
see if this hits or not.
Glad I checked your sheet. That one's a hit.
That'll hit. So that'll do the extra 6 force damage, which should have already applied.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 30 feet of movement this way. Those screams we heard from the south. Am I seeing anything coming towards us?
No, not as far as you can tell.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move 20 back because I have 60 feet of movement that turn.
There you go. All right. Not liking that you just took a lunge at it. Prepare for this to be painful, by the way.
With advantage too.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said painful. It's going to swing wildly at you with its claws. Wait, what is that?
Form of the beast. Oh yeah, I can attack it back.
Yes, you can.
I can. Now, did that do the calculation for half damage?
1 second.
Yeah, you take time.
Oh, I set up your bite wrong. I just thought it was a normal bite. It has another effect. You gain
I
+3
gain health.
health every time you hit with it. So give yourself back 3 hit points.
Only happens
But I
when
wasn't
you're at
damaged
half health.
before though.
Oh, is it only at half health?
We've got a beast barb in my game.
Once on each of your turns, when you damage a creature with this bite, you regain a number of hit
Yeah.
points equal to your proficiency bonus. Oh, provided you have less than half your hit points when you hit. Cool. All right. I'm trying to find that reaction.
I think it's at the very, very bottom. No, it's not. I totally lied to you. It is somewhere, though. I know it's somewhere.
Oh, you can use your reaction. Okay, so that's for... You only get to pick one of the 3 of those. So whenever that comes up again, if you've... Since we've kind of gone through that, you only have the bite. You can't do that reaction. Just as a heads up.
Are you looking at the tail one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You only get to pick one form when you rage, but if you wanted to spend another charge, you could change the form you take.
Yeah, but it says at the bottom, one reaction a creature you can see within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack roll.
If you
It-
have
it-
your tail out, but you have
Yeah.
your
Oh,
feathers out.
Oh, I don't see the specification. I just see the... Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
good.
so if you click on the form of the beast tab there, not the dice. The
Oh, yeah,
actual
no,
the
I didn't
actual
mean to press
words.
that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So just click on the actual words.
Yeah, I'm up here. Can you see my screen
I can.
on your end?
Yeah, so don't
It's right here.
yeah, okay, so scroll up on that tab. Right at the very top there when you choose the weapons form each time you rage.
Yes, yeah. I was just reading this down here. I didn't know that it was attached to the tail. I was only reading this part.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
Okay, cool.
We
Sorry
good?
about
No, don't
worry, cool.
don't worry about it, man. If you don't know what you're
I
doing,
just I read the big font. Never read little font.
it's all good. I'm also playing with 2 subclasses I've never played. So I
I'm RPing Cool Rosh's intelligence.
yeah, man, you're doing better than I am most cases here. So I hit you. That adjusted your health, correct? So you should have taken 7 damage.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. And then he's going to attack you again.
Bring it on. Don't actually. Please miss.
Pulls that out. And cuts into you pretty deep once again. And this time, as it screams, all of you just hear echoes, a cacophony of death. And in some cases, undeath.
Oh no.
As around you, you see 2 of the slayed goblins, blood everywhere, some of them missing a limb, turn towards you both and start lumbering forward.
Oh no.
They can only go 10 feet, but yeah. Get them in initiative. Wow. I actually rolled them at the bottom. That's hilarious. The chief is up. And the chief is gonna go swinging. And he's gonna go missing. The lieutenant looks straight into the eyes of one of his best friends. And
Eyes of which being now quite hollow, I would imagine.
100%. As it's just drooling and staggering towards him. And he plunges his short sword through its head. Not quite killing it, but just about. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's right. Something was borked. I fixed it. Cooler Ash, you are up.
I'm just still pissed at this disgusting looking thing. So I'm gonna swing relentlessly great axe into this dude.
Mm-hmm.
See what I can do.
There's the crit we want to see.
my
God.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
As you take a mighty swing at this creature, and it just it embeds deep into its chest. It screams at you, and you once again a cacophony of just echoes of a century's worth of people that it's eaten, killed in some way. Scream throughout the clearing.
Oh my god.
That's the
Seeing
crit.
that I obviously done some damage to him, I'm gonna go with the great axe again and swing it back around. Relentlessly with my advantage.
You have no idea how badly I wanted you to crit again there.
Oh my
Got the max
god.
damage again.
And I'm also gonna try to go in for another bite.
All right.
And I get my advantage.
Yep.
Ew.
Yes, cool. Oh my
My
god.
God.
Wow.
You rip out like some sort of meaty tendon that's in the throat and just spit it out on the ground next to you, and it just gurgles. The screaming has stopped. As you
I
realize
must say that tastes good.
you've ripped its tongue out from its throat. So, and it's just gurgling and blood splattering everywhere, as you can guarantee that you have mortally wounded this creature.
Let's go. Cool.
But before
I just disgusted.
you can do anything else, it lunges forward with a bite.
An advantage.
At
I take saving
advantage.
throw.
Don't mind that saving throw at the moment.
I don't take saving throw.
Because there's a different. This is a different thing. This isn't. This isn't a knocked prone bite. This is an
Okay,
entirely
good.
different
Great.
bite. But I have one more attack because I could crit you. Almost. I'll undo that damage.
Do I do this saving throw
No.
or skip it? No, cool.
Come on, let me undo the damage, please. Undo. Your health should have gone up back to 37.
I'm at 37.
Cool. All right. As it bites into your shoulder, it collapses dead. It collapses dead. There we go. On the ground. And you have a rather peculiar wound on your shoulder.
What way peculiar? Peculiar. Oh, that's a hard word.
It kind of burns. And you
Okay.
stagger backwards a little bit, and I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, we know we're good at these ones.
Okay, cool. I need you to mark down somewhere that you have one failure.
Uno failure. All right, that has been marked,
All right.
and I'm good to end my turn.
Technically, yes, but it's because combat ends. Because as the creature fell dead, so did the creatures it raised. And
Yes, they
we
did. Ooh,
exit initiative.
lovely. Thumer will say in Orcish,
I was wondering when it would shut up.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Hmm.
This bite though. Where did it bite me to?
On your shoulder.
Shoulder.
So like
On my
clavicle
shoulder?
area, so like it chomped down like over your shoulder.
Okay.
Like a falling I'm going down, you're coming down with me kind of
Going.
bite.
Okay, I gotcha. My shoulder. This almost burning feeling.
can I have a look at the wound?
Mm-hmm.
Will this be a medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna give you that at advantage too, with not a medicine. Hold on.
That roll didn't happen.
That roll didn't happen.
That was a nice roll.
Was
It
a
was.
nice roll. I'm gonna give you this with either nature or survival. Your choice.
Definitely survival. At advantage, you say?
Yep.
30-20.
Dirty 20. Also in those stories is the tale of what happens when you're bitten.
Oh no.
As it passes its curse on to you.
Now, Kularash wouldn't have. Would he have any idea about these stories?
You've heard the
Well,
stories, but you don't have any insight.
About him.
Okay.
Do I know in those stories how successful amputation's been?
Sometimes. Typically, it's been, if it's happened, it's been cured by some sort of a priest of some sort.
We don't have one of those here. Alright,
I'm not gonna like what happens next.
I'm gonna take off my belt. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna say,
Put this in your mouth.
What are we doing?
Curing a curse.
Before we go that far,
We chopped the arm.
roll me another Wisdom save.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Continue.
Juice failure now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
roll me a d4.
Who?
Cool Rush. Okay.
I don't know if that's really good or really bad.
That's
Could be on either
actually
spectrum.
best case scenario.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you because I feel like it's fun and it adds to the drama, and this music is definitely not dramatic for what I'm about to say. So 1
Feels like
second.
I'm sneaking around a library right now.
1 second. Let me fix this. There we go. You have 9 days before you become a Wendigo.
How long have we been traveling?
At this point, it's been about 4.
And we would get there in 7. Well,
You know what? That's a cool Rush issue, and he doesn't know about it, so.
it doesn't. Neither does Thumer, as he's got a hand axe out, lining up his shot.
Are we really doing this?
You have better idea?
We could just wait. It might be nothing.
This is not nothing. Who?
I bite down the belt and look away.
3.
And I go for an attack.
All right. Make me a medicine check. I'm not gonna make you attack here. I'm gonna see how well you amputate his fucking entire arm.
Wait, no, it's under my shoulder, so
Oh, like here.
Almost an 18.
on the cap of the shoulder.
Yeah. So like he can
Oh, okay,
he can
cool. That's
remove
gonna
you
be a-
here.
It's gonna be a great cut, hey?
He's
Be a lot of them.
Nice medicine check. I like that one.
so, Cooler Ash. I'm gonna say you might want to rage for this.
Yeah, should I get a bit wolfy boy here?
You go ahead. You're chomping down on your stuff. How
My teeth are getting sharp. I have 1 left.
with a 5? It's gonna take you at least 6 chops with this axe. I'm not gonna add your bonuses, but I'm rolling
Yeah.
66.
So I'm raging here.
Yep.
I just
We get the
again
health potions. It's the
body
whole
heats
thing.
up.
This is only
teeth get
step 1 of
sharp.
the treatment. I hate how I don't get to see the faces on those.
It's all adds to the fun for me. As
6 chops.
God
And I'm
damn.
almost screaming at this point, I assume.
God damn.
Like adrenaline will not help here at all. Like this is just
You take 12 points of slashing damage over the course of the next
Bad.
10 minutes as
Okay.
your friend Boomer is just hacking away at your shoulder. And you're
And it's
bleeding a lot.
have I blacked out yet?
The rage is helping. You're
Rage is
on the
helping?
verge.
Okay.
Roll me a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Yeah,
Yes,
let me reroll
sir.
that.
More.
Oh.
You black out. After like the second swing, you're like, oh, this is not, I'm not, this, no. And then you black out entirely. At this point, the 2 bugbears come over and try and pull you back, Thumer, as like trying to be like, why are you, what are you doing? Why are you attacking
Want
him?
another one? You want another one? Because this is how you get another one.
Oh, so we're killing him?
No. We gotta see. Look,
And I'll actually take the moment to stop and like point out the wound, like,
you got bit here. You cut here.
Don't get them to help, please.
I don't need help.
Doesn't look like you're doing a good job. As
Shut
Bugger
up.
comes in and just says, "Here, let me try."
No.
I hand him my other hand axe.
He starts just cutting in. He's not doing a very good job. He's like,
You suck.
I might not do this. Drops it down and then goes over and mourns over the death of his family.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right.
Just got my arm off.
For the sake of brevity, when I'm finished, I'm gonna shove my healing potion into your mouth
Thank you.
to have max
Oh!
heals.
Nice.
Nice.
See, it's fine. It's fine.
The wound heals over in its own weird way. Scarred heavily. But the magic of the healing potion, it just turns into scar tissue. And I don't know how you're gonna use that great axe anymore, but you know, that's
It's a two-handed weapon.
However, we were given a hammer, correct?
you were.
Then I'm.
What?
I don't know.
I have it.
You do.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a little slap up the side of the face. Probably like try and kick away this arm that I've cut off, so you don't need to look at that when you first wake up.
Bro, the damage on this is so garbage.
Should be 2d6.
It's 2d4.
Oh fuck. Oops.
Do you want me to change it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's supposed to be 2d6. That's my bad.
Okay, it's not as shit as I thought. We're good.
We'll be fine.
It's actually better than 1d12 on the Great Axe, right?
On average, you have higher lows.
That is a
Um,
hot topic of debate.
Mm-hmm. That's why I switch back and forth between a weapon that's a d12 and a 2d6.
I see you.
But I personally think the 2d6 is better.
I agree.
Like, you have a higher low. The minimum you can roll is a 2. And you have a better average of 8, I think. Or 6. 7. I don't know. Well, they both have an average of 7. But whatever. That's
You roll more dice when you crit.
Either way.
your brain
exactly. You roll more dice, so you do more damage. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
Of a barb, I like it.
Oh man, I'm thrilled at the fact that you've lost an arm. You've failed all of the critical fucking saving throws.
Was this
And
supposed to go this way?
You weren't supposed to nearly decapitate your friend. No.
Okay, cool.
You also weren't supposed to lose an arm, but you know,
To cancel each other out.
the two cancel each other out when you knock
man.
a creature with over 100 health down to 1 hit point in a couple of turns. You know, it's gonna survive one way or another, or try to.
9 days, we'll figure out if that made any difference.
And I mean, realistically, you guys don't know it's 9 days, or your characters don't. You do.
No.
But
Am I bleeding
no,
condition wise?
we're gonna leave you
Okay.
as you're still unconscious. You're gonna be unconscious for a while.
Yes.
Roll me a D8.
D8, sure. Oh, that's a D10. That's a D8.
Yeah, you're gonna be out for at least 5 hours.
May as well take the long rest then. Doomer, I'll be honest.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You start smacking him in the face. You're just like, maybe he's not gonna wake up. And then you just go and try and find that place that doesn't smell like death, and go to sleep.
Nice.
Whether you take Ulash with you, that's up to you. Or do you just leave
Try
warriors?
and drag him. I'm just not very strong.
You get him to about like over here
That'll work.
before you're like, ah, fuck this. And then you pass out. Yeah.
Long rest we take.
Long rest you take.
Is new day. Yes.
Is new day. The moon is peeking out behind the clouds. It's about. You have no idea what time it is. You're in the middle of the woods.
Oh yeah.
And Ostoya, like, you see the sun. You see the moon moving like towards the horizons. You assume it's near morning, but other than that, at this point, it's about a half moon. So, oh, perfect timing for the music. Yeah. While you both sleep. Humor.
Mm-hmm.
You start awake. Try to move. Seem to be bound. You look around. You squirm a little bit. You hear a slight laugh as you look towards your feet. You see a average-looking human standing there, middle-aged-ish, black brown hair, well-trimmed mustache and beard. He just chuckles as you squirm. Try to release yourself.
Gagged?
You're gagged, yes.
Damn.
You look to your left. You see Kularish strapped, bound, gagged on the table to your left. And your friend Dazric strapped to a table on your right. And you think to yourself, what is this place? You look back to the man. He's still laughing. He steps towards you. As he does, his face begins to contort and twist. Hair grows thicker on his arms, his neck, face. His clothing begins to rip as his body swells in size. His face begins to elongate, and you hear the cracking of bones as they break and restructure themselves. His teeth begin popping out of his jaws, while new, sharper teeth protrude to take their place. His eyes go jet black as his transformation completes. And the wolf in front of you, standing on two legs, staggers, as if disoriented, and leans in and bites deep into your chest and rib area. Flourish, your dream the same. However, witnessing what just happened. The creature didn't bite you. But as soon as it sunk its teeth into Boomer, you shoot awake in a cold sweat. You reach out for a weapon, only to realize you don't have your arm. You take your other hand and you reach for your shoulder. And it's missing. It's gone. You look left. Boomer. Also. Cold sweat. Blades in hand. Panicked. And you realize what happened to you wasn't normal. And you check your chest where you were bitten in your dream. And you do have a bite wound in exactly the same place. Scarred over what maybe have been 2-3 years old, but deep wounds from what would be sharp teeth. Floor is yours.
Can I use the one charge of insightful flashbacks that I have for this level
You
try and
certainly
figure out
can.
a little bit more of how what I guess what the next little fragment of time that I lost was in that wound healing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can make just a general intelligence check. I think that allows you to do it at advantage. No, yeah, you can re-roll it.
Yeah. All right. So I'll do it, and then I guess I'll re-roll it.
Yeah, because a 5 will not get you any.
A 19 might.
A 19 definitely will. As you think about it, your wound just kind of feels like it's burning a little bit. And you rub your hand over it and think back and realize that was kind of the start of where your memory begins to kind of lapse a lot. There'd be days or weeks on end where you were just locked up in this cage within this strange human's home or cabin or whatever you want to call it. But then he would let you out on specific days. Those days are days that you would lose time. During that time, however, this moment of meditation, I suppose, or reflection, whatever you want to call it.
It's mostly a lot of panic, 2 hands on the head, eyes squinted in pain, trying to remember.
Okay, that works too. You get a couple of quick flashes of going through a similar transformation. The pain of feeling your bones break, becoming something that you weren't, and hunting without remorse. And then you would wake back in the cage.
It doesn't make sense.
Where's my arm?
Do you want the answer to that?
Where is
Gonna-
my arm?
I'm gonna point over here to the bushes.
Oh my god. Who did this?
Me. It's the only way. Otherwise, you'd be one of those things.
Oh my god.
I think you ate my belt.
I don't care about your belt.
Nah, I'll find another.
After my long rest, how much pain am I in?
You're hurting. I'm gonna say
I'm hurting?
you're definitely hurting. But the magic of those potions did kind of stem up most
So
of the
bearable?
wounds. It's bearable pain.
Okay. And is the burning gone?
As far as you know.
As far as I know, hey?
Roll me another wisdom save with advantage.
You know what? My advantage is -1 as well, so.
So I see it.
Roll another one.
Oh my god, another one. Fantastic.
Meets a beat, brother.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
The burning sensation seems to be gone.
Good. Well, it hurts a lot, but the burning feeling in
It's
my
not
head is
there.
gone. Do I notice this bite in the chest of Zimmer?
That depends on whether or not he's wearing clothes.
Are you wearing clothes?
Definitely wearing clothes. Probably
Fantastic.
like a leather vest over torso. So arms are bare, but chest is covered.
You know that Thermer has a lot of scars. So realistically,
Okay.
they all just kind of bleed together.
They all just blend in. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you.
Definitely been bitten by a couple wolves before. Just probably not a wolf like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Did you dream again?
yes.
What about this time?
I think it was the beginning. Weeks in a cage and missing nights. It's a man who turned into a wolf. Makes no sense.
And Thumer is very frustrated. Like he's just had sort of his hands like gripping clusters of grass this whole time, and he only now just gets up and sort of shakes his head, adjusts himself, takes a look over to the encampment. Are the goblins still there, or have they moved on?
The two bugbears are not there. And I'm going to say, honestly, most of the dead have been seemingly buried in makeshift graves. Not all, but most.
He'll give a grunt, remark,
Seems like we won't get that feast after all. We head east.
Keep moving. And after hearing the story about the dream about the start of the wolves attacking, Kularash is just gonna feel his sharp bottom teeth and just shake his head and continue moving on.
So,
As he also realizes something is not right when he is unhappy.
you would share similar memories of being locked in a cage, losing time, but slightly different. Slightly different. Okay. Guys, I don't know. Take some time. Takes a couple of days to get from here to where you need to be. But we'll say somewhere along the line, Thermer, you caught some rabbit, or maybe you took some of the meat that you guys left from the bear and the dire wolf.
well, I was, yeah, it might be an idea to just return to there, because probably what we had already harvested wasn't present.
They would have left you a little bit. They left you like 1/4 of the bear. The rest was taken.
That'll do for now.
Yeah.
No point in getting bogged down with extra supplies.
So they, you guys, make your food. You do your travel. Takes a couple of days of moving, but as you go, you see the moon getting fuller and fuller every night, and as you prepare camp, you look up and you glance towards it, and you just feel That same sense of unease as when you were in Lunsk. Just wash over you for a moment. And then you shake it off.
Have an idle scratch my chest and go about making camp.
Mm-hmm. If you want to give me survival roll, see if you can get back on the trail of the people you were tracking over the course of the next 2 days. So let's say 2. Give me 2.
Sure.
Oh, that was on 17 until it rolled off. Woo! There we go. So it takes you the better part of both days to get back on the trail, and you finally spot a section of the dirt where you see that tiny but deep footprint, and it clicks, and you're like, "This is the trail. These are the people that we are supposed to be behind." As we move next, you don't have any tokens with vision. As you break out of a patch of the forest, you see a stone wall protruding from a cliff that ranges as far as your eye can see. You step further down, you continue following the footsteps of those before you. You hear the howling of wolves in the distance. Then, as you approach the front gate, I apologize for changing the scene so much here.
No problem.
No, you're good.
As you approach the front gate, this is what you see. Stone gargoyles perched atop the roof of this very ornate temple, buried deep in the eastern Ostoyan woods. The door, shape of a sun, bright gold, ajar, inwards slightly. And as you get closer, a blast, brilliantly bright sunlight. Something you haven't seen in a very long time. Erupts through the doors and lights the entire area around you. Just a moment. The doors slam shut, and the echoes of maniacal laughter emanate from the structure. And that is where we end.
Oh man.
Oh man.
What a session.
Wow.
Round of applause for the 2 guests who I didn't introduce. But
Thank you.
Round of applause for the DM.
It was
Holy
good shit.
moly. This was incredible.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to take any turns that it did, but I'm so happy that it took all those turns.
I
guys, you just
I
wrote
knew I
some
was-
badass characters for me. I'm gonna tell you that much.
yeah. I knew I was gonna get you back for that crit somehow. I didn't think it was gonna be that way.
Yeah, you now have a one-handed half-orc. Or one-armed half-orc.
A barbarian at that.
Oh, yeah, there you go, right?
Well, you know, you lose one, the other one gets stronger.
Eventually, there may or may not be some sort of a feat that I give that character, allowing him to wield two-handed weapon with one hand. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be
Maybe
cool.
you get a replacement arm.
Magic, one hell of a drug.
Yeah.
And if you've watched the first episode, you know exactly what just happened.
I know what that flash is. I'm like,
Yeah. So.
I know what that little plinth right before the door does.
So. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this. So.
I had a lot of fun
great
playing it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Great stuff. Can't wait to see what happens with them next.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where these characters, where they develop.
Absolutely. Alright, just give me 1 sec. I'm going to close this out, and then we'll have a little bit of post-session chat. Alright. I'm gonna deafen and mute, so y'all hang tight for a sec. Holy moly, what a session! Thank you all so much for hanging out and enjoying it. Make sure leave a subscription, drop a comment, leave a like, whatever the YouTube algorithm stuff is for. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a blast making this. My two guests, Drez and More Madness, both from the sounds of it, had a blast playing it. And yeah, I can't wait to sort out Drez's Dazric's past, because it's about to come flying at him with like a one-armed barbarian. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much once again. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.